there are some people that move in such a privileged way that it leads to people not wanting them to see them do good.
Do you feel that you might be the evil eye on the side of when people that are flexing and you don't like it?
I just wonder if this is a slippery slope to becoming a hater, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Because
So let me ask you: do you think I'm hating right now? Yeah, man. So we were talking in the chat a while ago, and not even just the chat, but I was just watching a TV show. It's called Rami. Everyone's been kind of asking me what I've been watching lately because I've been kind of posting some clips from the show that are really outrageous. But there was one episode where this girl named Dina, bad ting, by the way. Yo, Arabic things, y'all got it.
Okay, so now the whole Middle East has the Brendan cosign. That's good.
Yeah,
the whole cosign.
Nah, yo, Arabic girls are so beautiful. It's not even funny like how good looking they are. But I just wanted to say that.
Hey, no, I get it. Mia Khalifa changed my life too, bro.
Back to the subject at hand. Anyway, Dina is waiting to hear some results about getting into medical school. So she's been freaking out, kind of nervous about it, really stressed about it. Her mom and her dad are like, we hope you get it. It's a lot of like culture in the show, different cultures, but I kind of relate to the fact that her parents were on her so much about getting into medical school. So she is on her phone looking at, just keeps, how you're on your phone, like refreshing to see if you got good news, but if you got into college, if you got into a good school, if the job hit you back. So she's just refreshing the page or whatever. She gets the invite. She gets the email. I'm sorry. She gets the email. Says she was accepted. She's geeked. And the first thing that she did was write a status on Facebook about her getting into the program, right? So she gets into the program. She comes home. Her parents don't go like, her mom actually says, yo, Dina, what the fuck? Like, why did you post this on Facebook? She was like, I just posted this so my friends would know that I got in and I got accepted. Like, what's the problem? She's like, Dina, like, you need to humble yourself. Like, you want to show your friends, you want to show your friends that you got into to this school. There are going to be people that don't support you, wishing bad upon the fact that you got into this school. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be people out there that don't want to see your success. And when you give them this, you're not even a doctor yet or a lawyer yet. I think it was like a doctor or lawyer or whatever. Some people can stop that blessing because they don't want to see you get into that school. You get into that school, then you might have to drop out because people were wishing upon you not to flourish in that school. So her parents were so worried at the fact that her blessing might be taken away from her because she didn't celebrate with God first. She didn't like honor the fact that God blessed her with the fact that she got into grad school or whatever the fuck. As far as school goes. So I sat there and watched the whole episode. And she went in and like crazy stuff started happening after she got accepted into school. Her hair started to fall out. She was really worried that she might have had cancer or something like that. So she went to the doctor. Luckily, she didn't have it. It was just her just losing hair. Like I forgot what the condition was, but something like that along those lines. So she was like really worried at the fact that because she went on Facebook and posted that she got into school, that the evil eye, I guess the people that are not wishing for her success, even, her brother, like she went to a psychic and it said like the people that don't want you to succeed. And the psychic was naming off friends. And she was like, yo, how did she know that? Like, this is my friend. And then she said like her brother secretly didn't want her to do well because obviously when you're with the siblings, that competition level of who can please the parents more kind of gets into that sibling rivalry. But I'm gonna tell you this right now.
I got a question.
After watching that episode, I definitely have felt sometimes where like if I was succeeding in something, if I was doing something, or if I was just loud, you know how I'm loud, I laugh and I'm joking around a lot. There's some people that just don't like it. And like to those people, they're miserable in themselves. So they want me to join. Like, misery loves company. They want you to join in the fact that, holy shit, like his life's better than mine. Man, let me hope this. Let me tap in with God real quick and bring that nigga back to my level. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people right now, because like social media used to be about, damn, I'm about to eat this Burger King. Who where y'all at? You know what I'm saying? Like we used to take pictures of our food and shit, and now it's, damn, I just got this new car. Damn, I just got this new house. Damn, I'm about to have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all growing into the age of social media to the point where, like, we're excited about good news. And if people that follow you are just following you to hate, or just following you because it's like we're waiting for your downfall, you know, those people have already lost in my eyes. Because if you're praying so hard for me to lose, how are you gonna see any wins? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you even gonna know what a win feels like if you're hating so hard from the sidelines? Shit, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't call it though, but
that's what
I
I'm
do
saying.
feel that I do feel that the evil eye is a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, the evil eye is definitely the real thing, but I feel like there's so many people that personally, I love seeing my friends win. Like, when my friends are doing good, like, I'll re-put it on my story. Like, I love seeing people succeed. So, like, honestly, when I'm posting, I'm like, you know, ideally, my friends would feel the same way. You know what I mean? Like, I feel joy when other people post their wins. So, like, I'll post my wins, hopefully, because we're all winning. You know what I mean? Why can't everybody win at the same time? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know. The evil eye is definitely a thing.
You did that today.
You did that today. I saw that your friend got that job and you posted him. Like, you didn't even have to do that, but you did it to show love because you actually genuinely cared about your friend. Now, for me, like, if I don't like you, I really don't even give a shit about what you're doing. Right. But if I do like you, or if we're just acquaintances, I always tap in with people, like, no matter what little thing they're doing. Like, yo, this video is hard, bro. Keep going. Like, it's just the little things to keep people energized and aware of the fact that, you know, people see what you're doing, bro. Like, you know, it's crazy how so many of you guys out here don't support your friends' music, don't support your friends' art, don't support like your friend's business, but you'll go to a Justin Bieber concert like that, and that nigga doesn't even know who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even know who you are. But you won't even support your homie that has a couple good tracks out. And even if your homie's shit sucks, tell him or her. Tell them that it's shitty. Like,
Mitch. I'm kidding. That's my boy. I'm kidding. His shit's fire. No,
Mitch put out a great song today.
Mitchell is smooth, bro. Give that nigga his credit. Stop hating, Josh.
That's my boy.
But it's crazy to me how so many people really just are afraid to show love to even people that they don't know, but at the same time will suck all these dudes up for their music and shit, or their art and shit, or like basketball or whatever the fuck they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, get off these niggas' dicks, bro. Like, they don't know you. They don't know you, bro.
Do you guys feel self-conscious about posting you guys' wins?
Yes.
Do you?
Hell no.
Yeah. Straight up.
Hell no. Well, OP, you don't post anything, so you don't count.
Yeah, weird ass nigga. You a hermit.
But if you did, you wouldn't feel like self-conscious.
I post my wins. I'd say my wins are like whenever I'm doing something cool at my job. That's a win to me.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
No.
Like, I post that shit every time. Like, when I'm sitting ringside at a fight, at a fucking Canelo Alvarez fight, that's a damn win.
That's a dub.
That was really cool when you were doing it, dude. That was so cool when you were doing it.
That's a dub. That's a
to me is a win. Like, that's a dub. Because I never would have thought I'd be able to do that kind of stuff. Yeah. So that's a win. It might not be me literally going, this is me doing this and this is how I got here. But it's like, yo, this is what I'm doing. Come look at what I'm doing. Right. And that's what I feel like. I don't know. Like, I understand what the mother was saying, because I also watched the show around me. I understand what she was saying, how, you know, like, you don't want to be too braggadocious about that shit, and because, like, you know, people will wish bad things upon you. But I also feel like, especially in this day and age, like, it's important to share those things because you're following people, and people that are following you, you're hoping they like you and they love you, and those people that care about you. Otherwise, they wouldn't be on your friends list, right? So you're sharing with your friends your accomplishments, right? Just so that everybody can kind of celebrate together. Right. You know, and I feel like I understand if you're doing it from a point of, look, I'm doing so much better in life than you are. But if it's from a place of, like, genuine humility and, yo, this is something that I want to share with you guys, and I don't think there should be an issue with that.
And OP, let me back that point up. There are some people right now, I'm not going to say any names, but there's some people right now that are moving in a, no, I'm not saying any names, but
call them out.
But y'all know, I kind of feel, hear me out though. There are some people that move in such a privileged way that it leads to people not wanting them to see them do good.
Sure.
I feel like there's some people right now that need to humble themselves, you know, because yeah, we get it. You look great. You do this. Or like you just like some people are just predicated just off their looks and that's it. And then when they don't have those looks anymore, you know what I'm saying? Or they don't have what made them popping anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Now
what did you really, what did you, now what? Like, what did you really live for? Now you have to keep up with this lifestyle that you're trying to live. And you can't now because your looks are starting to fade, or maybe you ran out of money, or maybe you lost your job. So all that shit talking, all that flexing you were doing literally means nothing. So when I post shit, I try to post it in a way to inspire people, to get people out of their shell, because there's so many people that are afraid to like put themselves out there. And I have anxiety too. Like me and OP talk about this. Like there's been times where I'll be like, man, I don't feel like posting this video about the pod today. Like I don't feel comfortable. I feel like people won't fuck with it. You know, I just won't do it. And I kind of feel like there's a lot of people out there that are holding back their gifts because they're afraid of what other people may think. Honestly, you got to move in a way where it's going to be beneficial for you, but also move in a way, like OP said, with humility. Be humble. Be thankful that you have this gift that you have, because it could be taken away like that, bro. There's so many people that have their shit taken because they didn't appreciate what they had. So I just kind of feel like there's some people right now, like, where like I see them post shit and I'm like, okay, you're flexing this yacht, or you're flexing these shoes, or you're flexing this and that, but are they really yours though? Like, did you work for it?
I kind of disagree with you.
Put in the work?
What's up? I like the flexing for real, because I feel like life is just too short. I'm like, life is short. Just enjoy it while you can. Like in my head, it's like if you have something good, like just post it. Like if you want to. I mean, like just like.
Josh, that's not what I said though. That's not what I said though.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, look, if if something happens, something good happens, whether it's a yacht, whether it's anything, I'm like, just post it, because I feel like the people that love you, they'll mess with it. Like they'll give you a fire emoji, 100 emoji. The people that don't, I mean, who cares? I don't know. I feel like just do whatever makes you happy in that moment. Because life is you could die tomorrow, and why would I
but the thing is though, Josh?
Because someone
else.
The thing is though,
Josh, that's not what I meant. What I meant was, there are certain people out there that post like you're saying, but they're posting to literally like act like they're better than you, low key. Act like my life is so much better than yours. I can see it because of the way that they're performing within their stories or their posts. They just want to act like they have a better life than you. And instead of like being humble at the fact that you are privileged in this life that you live, you want to act like you're just better than everybody. That is the problem that I have with flexing. When you act like,
I think I might be thinking too much into it, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I don't think I am.
Why not just let them though? You know what I mean? Like,
no, you do what you want to do, but at the same time, like,
but
don't fuck that blessing up, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
At the end of the day, though, who really cares?
Right.
Like who really cares that much about it? You know,
that's not what I meant, bro.
I know, but I'm saying, but like, who really cares? Like, if someone's trying to act, and I think the most important key word there that you are pointing out is act. If they're trying to act like they're doing something, you already know that it's an act already to begin with. So what does it even matter at the end of the day? Because you already understands that it's a false flex to begin with. You know, so let them do that shit. Who really gives a fuck?
But it's more. I don't really give a shit about what anyone does besides like my close friends and my family. Things like I don't give a shit what anyone does, because that's not like anyone gives a shit about what I'm doing. But what I'm saying is, when I'm seeing it, I just wish that certain people would move in a way where you stop acting like your life is just so much better. You're trying to keep up with like superstars that you've never met and things like that. Like, you don't live that life. So be careful of what you wish for, and be careful on how you move, because everything that you're doing can be gone tomorrow. Like Josh just said, you could die tomorrow. Things can happen, whatever, anything can happen. But at the same time, I just don't like people that don't move in a humble way with just humility within themselves. And I just think that being humble to an extent can take you a long way, but also realizing that the gifts that you may have right now, the things that you may have, can be taken away from you. You just got to appreciate what you got in the moment and think that, like, you know, what if I didn't have these things? Where would I be? You know, let me just be thankful for this time that I have. But that's
I also think it kind of goes back to what we were talking about. I don't know if it was on a podcast or if it was just a conversation we had off air about how basically what people put on their Instagrams is they're trying to portray the finest parts of their lives to begin with, right? They might not necessarily have the nicest things, but this Instagram platform is a place where they can try and make their life seem like it's this neat little box with a ribbon on top of it, you know? So if someone wants to be on a yacht that isn't exactly theirs, that's also going into the whole persona that they're trying to show the world or show the internet, you know? So it's like,
I mean,
this is your act. This is your scene and scene.
What if it's just really cool to be on a yacht, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what if it's just
I'm gonna flex.
Okay,
I mean, Brandon, you have a picture of you on a yacht as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a couple weeks.
And guess what? But guess what though?
Fucking fishing boat. Like, but it wasn't really a yacht. It was a boat. It was like $100, right? So I'm like, I posted it. Why?
Oh, you?
What? Yeah, the boat I was on? Yeah, it was $50 each.
Josh, check this out though. The difference between you and other people, Josh, the difference between you and other people is you are not going out of your way to flex that this is your shit. You know that right now, this is a moment. I'm having this moment with my friends. Yeah. We rented this yacht out. We know it's rented, nigga. We know you're not even from Miami. But at the same time, the way that you posted it versus other people is, man, like, I can't believe we're here. Like, I can't believe that I'm on this boat with Mitch. I can't believe that I'm on I can't believe I'm seeing all these sights in Miami. I can't believe I'm seeing these views. Like, you were just so thankful to be there. And we all could see that through your posts. So it made it feel like we was there with you. Instead of you just being like, yeah, nigga, I'm in Miami, you broke bitch. You can't even get on this jet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not flexing like you're so much better than others.
Let me ask you something. When you see people do that, like what you've been talking about, the shit that you don't like, does that make you feel any way about yourself?
No. Because I know that shit is fraud. Like, they're lying.
But it makes you feel a way about them, though, like the person.
It makes me feel like this. It makes me feel like, man, what if one day, and I mean one day, I come into some money and, I'm putting all my friends on, and then those same people that were flexing earlier before want to come like, hey, Brendan, heard you got that boat. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bitch, get your ass up out of here. We're not fucking with you. That's what I think. I hate people that, like, go out of their way to use people and to manipulate and do all these things just to get ahead in life. When, bitch, you could just work for it.
Well, let me say this though. Let's say like that same person, right? Because I feel like what you just talked about, I feel like that question is more so like, if that person was on the boat, like the person that was flexing, right? Do you feel like they would also let you on the boat? Yes or no, right? Like, if someone's flexing on a boat and you feel like, well, if I was there, they wouldn't let me on the boat, so like, fuck them, right? That makes sense. But if it's someone that, like, if you're in the same situation, they'd invite you on the boat, they might even put you in the IG, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you get a boat one day, I feel like it'd be totally fine to just, let them on the boat too. You know what I mean? I don't think it's really about the flex. I think it's about how much, like, are you friends with that person, high key.
Yeah, that too. I just don't fuck with, like, the way in which someone acquires to get on that boat, which means, well, what I'm saying is, when I got on the yacht that I got on, bro, it wasn't a flex. I knew it wasn't my shit. Even the story that I had, I was thanking the person who let us on that boat. I was like, yo, thank you so much. Like, this was the best experience of my life. I love you guys. I thank you so much for this. Like, this really, like, made my whole spring break for me. Like, I was so grateful that I was on this boat, bro, because I really just could have been back at the hotel or at the Fontainebleau or some shit at Cabanas or something like that. But I got to spend time with people, genuine people that day, and have the greatest time on an expensive ass boat that I know ain't mine. And people knew it wasn't mine because guess what? When I posted it, bro, hella people showed love that day.
That ain't yours.
Nah, but hella people were like, bro, y'all living life, bro. Y'all bro, that shit was like, bro, that was a great. But also too, Josh, one thing about me that's different from those people that be flexing that shit ain't theirs. one thing about me is when I get into these moments, in my mind, I'm thinking, how can we make this our lifestyle? How can we, what do we have to do to get to this point in life?
Interesting.
Because I want to keep living this way. And I want to, bro, when I think about having millions, I think of just changing people's lives. I don't think about, oh yeah, I'm about to buy this bag and flex on this bitch. I'm going to be in this section throwing this amount of money. You know, I'm not no 6'9" fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of dude where like I need clout and I need fame to feel better about myself. I don't need that shit. So it's more or less that I've always been the kid where it's like, man, if I had this, I'd spread the love, bro. I'd let, bro. I literally told Oren, like, bro, if I had a lot of money, bro, I'll give you $1 million straight up. I literally told him that. I literally said, yo, I'll give you. And Oren, of course, would be like, I ain't taking it, nigga. I ain't taking it. You know what I'm saying? But like, one thing about me is, bro, the flexing is cool, no doubt. Like, I flex shoes, you know, but the shit is mine. But it's the fact in the way that you go about it. Like, I just don't.
I just wonder if this is a slippery slope to becoming a hater, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I feel like this is like, I'm not calling you a hater. I feel like the logic is a slippery slope down the slope to becoming a hater.
So like, let me ask you, do you think I'm hating right now?
I said no. I'm saying it's a slippery slope too.
I'm just asking.
No, I feel it. Because it's like if I were to see something, right? I guess in my mind, it's like, I don't know if it's that deep. Like if someone posts something, you know what I mean? Like if we overanalyze anything, it could just lead you down a dark path. You know what I mean? Like you might misconstrue like whether someone's flexing or whatever. What if they're just posting something? You know what I mean? Like maybe it's like, oh, I even think about that too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you know what it is, B? People don't know your life. So like one day you're gonna be super successful, posting all this shit. Especially in the beginning, people aren't gonna know, you know, the sponsorship deal you got via the podcast or something like that. They don't know.
Yeah.
So they might psychoanalyze it and be like, oh, Brennan, he flexing some shit he doesn't have. And you do. Like, you got it like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
as long as I know that I got it, it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks.
Yeah, but you know, I feel like other people might have that same mindset. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I got it like this, so fuck it. You know?
Yeah. But at the same time, though, Josh, I just can't move in a whole ass way where I'm biting off of other people's success and I'm painting it as if this is my life. You know what I'm saying? No, this is just a moment. You know what I'm saying? It's just a moment in time where someone else is blessing me with the gifts that they have, and now I'm able to enjoy what they're giving me because I'm appreciative. Like I said, I was on the boat in spring break about a few years back, bro. I was so appreciative of the fact we got to go on that boat. That was life-changing for me because I'm on a boat where I can literally go to sleep in a bedroom. I can wash my clothes.
That's so
on
cool.
A boat.
That's sick.
That's insane.
Hey, life.
So I'm just very appreciative of just like the life that I've been living, or in the things that I've been able to that have been awarded to me, bro. I've just been thankful as fuck. Like that's just how I am. Yeah.
Life is one big boat. life is one vessel, and the whole purpose of it, or not the purpose of it, but some people's purpose in life on this vessel that we call life is to get on a bigger vessel.
Bigger boat.
By hook or crook, you know?
Bigger
by hook
boat,
or crook.
Man.
So if you got to finesse somebody to get onto that yacht and you're on a 2-foot schooner or whatever the hell they call it.
Get on the boat.
You gotta leave that life raft to get onto the schooner to get onto the yacht. You know?
No doubt. And I just
have different means of doing it.
Yeah, and I just think that too, bro. Like there are people that like really don't want to see you succeed, and that's where I think we kind of lost the aspect of the conversation. But like I think there's just like some people like when you post like, yo, I just got this new job, and them niggas like, that nigga about to get fired next week, nigga. That nigga ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? There's just always those sneak dissers in the shadows that like bro, I know for a fact like when I post something or like a picture or a story, I know it's hitting at least 5 group chats. I know for a fact it is because I see in the way that people are looking at it, where like who's looking at it, and it's fast, right? So I'll have like maybe like 20 to 30 people see it in 6 minutes, and I know it hit a group chat already. I already know it hit one. I know someone's talking shit. I already know someone is. I can feel it, bro. I can feel it.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So since we I guess we can kind of mesh the two things with the evil eye and then people flexing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that you might be the evil eye on the side of when people that are flexing and you don't like it? Do you feel like you're the one that's like, they're not, this isn't theirs. This isn't their lifestyle.
And before you answer, B, I'm gonna to elaborate on OP's point. I just want you to clarify, B, because I'm trying to figure it out. Because you're a smart
Go ahead.
Figure it out. I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between, like, earlier you were saying, you know what I mean? Like people, like the people with the evil eye will be like, oh, you got a new job, but you ain't gonna have that job next week. What's the difference between that and saying, oh, you on a yacht, but you ain't gonna be on a yacht next week? Like, you don't live like that. It seems pretty similar.
This is what I would say. With someone on a yacht, right? They could be on a, like you were on a yacht, right? I never said, well, that nigga ain't gonna be on there next week. Nah, you were there for a whole month. You could have been on there whenever you wanted to, because guess what? That was your choice. That was your blessing. You had the money to stay in Miami for a month. And you went about it in a way where you were just enjoying the views, enjoying the scene, enjoying the weather. Now, was a nigga hoping it was going to rain? Yes, because it was snowing in Ohio.
Here we go.
Nah, but no, I always wanted my friends, like you and Mitch, I wanted you guys to be safe. I wanted to be out there too, but I knew that I couldn't swing that. You know what I'm saying?
You just wanted it to rain.
I'm playing. But listen, bro.
For a typhoon.
Yeah.
To watch his yacht away.
These niggas are enjoying themselves? No! But I think the difference is between this is this. Someone is in a life-changing, like a real life-changing moment of getting into a school, grad school, whether it be for medical school, you're becoming a lawyer, or whatever the fuck. Those type of situations, we want you to do well because that's your life. You being on a yacht for a couple hours doesn't mean shit. You feel me? Because first off, I'm going to keep it a bean. Like, being on a yacht is cool, right? It's dope as fuck, but everyone can do it. You know what I'm saying? What makes you so cool that you're on a yacht?
Nothing.
Back in the day when we were all in school, we were some, I don't know, there's so many people at Ohio University. I don't know everyone's lives. I don't know shit, you know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact on that spring break, niggas weren't doing what we were doing. They weren't, bro. They just weren't. And I recall a moment where we were at the cabana with these women, me and someone that I used to associate with. We're at the cabana with these women, and we saw girls that we knew from our school, like just watching us, like looking over there. I knew they were slick hating. I knew they were mad. I knew they didn't want us to have a good time because they just kept looking and talking shit. And on top of that, they wanted to act like they liked the girls and shit. Like y'all, you guys know you don't like them. So why the fuck you coming over here?
Wait, OP, why are you laughing so hard? Why is OP laughing so hard? Why are you laughing so hard?
He knows the inside.
It was just the way that he was saying it. Like, I knew you were slick hating. I knew you were watching.
Yeah,
I knew you were mad.
But no.
Shoot.
I just gotta say
Let me ask you this real quick. It's like, if the whole point is that, you know what I mean, like, you're not gonna live that lifestyle, I'm imagining like a Make-A-Wish kid, right? LeBron comes to see them chill out. I'm not gonna say nothing. Look, this is
gonna be like, yo, you want this kid to die because he met LeBron.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
like a Make-A-Wish.
That's a cool
kid,
shirt.
Right?
He will have that shit tomorrow, though.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Bro, come on, bro. You know,
no, I'm
Josh,
serious.
you know what the fuck I mean, bro.
Here's what I'm saying.
That was fucked up. I'm sorry.
No. You said it. Look, because here's what I'm saying. I'm like,
That's
my
exactly
philosophy is a little different in that, like, if I see somebody have something that I know they might not have the next day, I honestly might even want to celebrate it more. Because I feel like life is just about being enjoyed. And it's like, you know, because everyone has such a hard life. Like, no matter how good you think they have, you know what I mean? Everyone has their problems. And like the fact that someone can enjoy something in that moment, I think it's just always a reason to be celebrated. Because, like, especially as we're getting older, bro, we're all like 26, 27. People are genuinely sad out here. You know what I mean? Like, people really just like struggle with waking up happy every day. Even those people that you think are just flexing. So the fact that they have something like in that moment that just makes them happy, turn up. You know what I mean? Like,
but at the same time, Josh, we do have people that really have their emotions really fucked up right now. Like mentally speaking, like people are fucked up right now, right? So how is it going to make it any better with you acting like your life means more than the next man or the next woman? I'm just talking about the way in which you show your life. Now, if your life is just, you know, rainbows, sunshine, if your life is just like that, bro, all power to you. Like, I hope that your family has blessings upon blessings, bro. But there are just some people that move in a way where, like, they really act like they're just better than you.
Let me ask you this, though. You ever think that some of those people that you're describing post those things because, and this is sad to say, but like that might be one of the few things that makes them feel good about themselves?
Important, yeah. And that's the saddest, thing about the whole situation is that you think
what makes them feel good about themselves.
I mean, trying to portray a certain life that might not necessarily be real, or even just or just trying to flaunt the material things in their life because they might not have other things of value or the in their lives other than that.
Yeah, or the fact that they depend on other people to portray a life that they don't have. Like those people that they're depending on have that life, but they're just trying to tag along and bite off them and things like that. Like that's what I'm really getting at is the people that like just tag along, but then want to flex like it's their life when it's not that. We know you're not cut like that. So what I'm saying is, for me, bro, if I'm like I've caught myself flexing in a way where I just wanted to get back at somebody and I just wanted to level up and be better, but it brought me nothing but emptiness. Like it did nothing for me, bro. Like we got to realize in this time right now that, the next man can be on a yacht too. This woman can be at courtside too. This, we can do whatever we want if we put our minds to it. But at the same time, you have to be weary of the blessings that you got because it will be gone like that if you don't appreciate it. So if you're walking around acting like, God damn, nigga, like y'all niggas broke, nigga, like we can't even do no trips, we can't do this, I'm about to leave y'all, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Acting like because people may not have the same money as you, the same friends as you, so you leave them behind. Remember that you could be left behind too.
Right.
That's my point in all this.
Yeah. I just wonder if you can. I just wonder if you can diagnose that from a post, but I guess you'd have to know that person.
I mean, y'all see it every day.
You know what I mean?
Y'all see it.
We put a lot of stake in our appearances on social media, on Instagram, and how people will perceive us. Let me ask you this, Brendan.
What's up?
Do you get mad when you don't get the follow back on IG?
Great segue, bro. Great segue. If I know you, yes. Like, what the fuck? Like, follow me back, bitch. What was wrong with you?
Damn.
Nah. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean, man. Let's keep it a bean. I do feel salty. I do feel salty when I don't get the follow back after you told me you're gonna follow me back, or like if you know me. Like what? Like at the same time, you can follow whoever you want to follow. But if I know you, I'm gonna follow you, bro, because I know you, bro. And I, like that's just weird to me how like people just like act like they can't follow you or like it's gonna hurt my ratio, lame ass nigga. Like grow up. We're not in MySpace anymore. Like it's the simple fact that like nigga, one of the biggest artists in the world follows over 3,000 people, random people at that.
Yeah.
And you are acting like, I just need to follow 10 and that's it. Nigga, who do you think you are?
Right.
Who do you think you are?
Because I be getting low-key self-conscious, yo. Like if I follow a chick, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm private. Because I gotta know if you follow me back. Like I gotta know if you followed me back.
You'll know someone follows you back if you're not private too,
Kind of.
But it's a little harder. Like you gotta like look at your stuff. You know what I mean? Like if I follow you because I'm private, like I gotta get that request, but like I know if you follow me back. So it's like if I get the follow, let's say you get the follow, and then they unfollow you, I'm like, damn, am I ugly? Was I not what you expected? You know what I mean? I'm like, which picture was it? Which one was it?
Was it my glasses? I don't know.
Am I beat?
Do I need that laser eye surgery? Just tell me.
Tell me. I got the contacts. You know what I mean?
I've got to know. Look at that nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it's a dude, I'm like, okay, maybe I just made like some joke you didn't think it was funny. I don't care. But if it's a queen, if it's a female, I'm like,
damn. She thought I was beat.
That's what I'm saying, for real. I be getting mad self-conscious if I don't get a follow back.
Damn.
If I get
is my skin too black for you now?
That's what I'm like, if I get the follow, then the unfollow, I'm like, dang. Was it me?
Honestly, I would rather the follow than the unfollow, because obviously you were just trying to hit a lick. You know, like you were just trying to get that ratio up. Which I think I agree with you, Brennan. I think that's the dumbest shit. Like, oh, you don't know that many people. You only you only know 10 people. I feel bad for you. Your circle is that tiny. I'm sorry.
You are so cool. You
don't know that many people.
Yo,
damn.
You are on Kylie Jenner's level, following 10 people. You are not even Kylie Jenner does that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas is lame, bro. Fuck out of here. Like, that shit is whack. That shit is whack as fuck. And on top of that, bro, there's a lot of. I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people out here that really think because they get 600 likes a post, maybe 1,000, maybe even 300, that they're the shit. Yo, if you're not receiving a coin from Instagram, shut the fuck up, because none of that shit matters. And if you think, especially if you're an acquaintance or you know me or we're friends and you can't follow back, when it's time to like go out or it's time to get in the Uber and you need a ride home, how about the people that you followed back?
Wait, Brennan,
because
so
they might hit you with a ride.
Me, if someone asked you for an Uber, you'd be like, so you don't follow me, bro. But you should have thought of that before you drank. You should have thought of that. You should have figured out who you follow. That's petty. That's mad petty. That's funny though. The only platform that I low-key understand though is Twitter. Cause like Twitter is like, because like some people can just not like what you write. Like for me, I be getting political on there sometimes. So like someone I feel can mess with me, but like might not want to read that all day or whatever. So if I don't get a follow back on there, or if I get an unfollow, I kind of get it. Like I don't get mad.
Because no cap, I'll see Josh in his far left bag, and I'll be like, nigga, shut up.
Right, you know what I mean? Like I get it. You know what I mean? Like I get it. Like I get it. You know what I mean?
I'll be like, nigga, we get it. You love trees and you want to save the planet. Damn, nigga, shut up.
Like really, like I get it. You know, so I get the unfollow. Like I understand, but like
we get it, nigga. You voted for Biden, nigga. Shut up.
That's what I'm saying, yo. But IG, I'm like, damn, it's low-key kind of personal, yo. That's my face. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my face. That's my grill.
Yeah.
That's your vanity app.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, may I ask you guys this one question? How do you feel about a girl that you might have used to mess with or be cool with, and like she has a boyfriend and her boyfriend says, yo, unfollow every nigga that you follow right now? Like, would you be like, yo, you're weak for that? Or would you be like, I understand? Or would you guys do that?
Well, I think like that's a good question. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't think it's weird. It's one of those things where like, like I don't think I'd care, but I'd be like, she's kind of corny, if that makes sense. Like not in like a personal sense. I'm more like, would you want to be in a relationship that like that's the condition? I'd be like, that's where my mind goes. Like it's not really like a personal thing. It's like, why are you the kind of person? Insecurity. Yeah,
I literally think if a man or a woman does that, you are a weak bitch. Straight up, you are weak and soft.
Facts. I agree.
Yo,
I agree.
If people are following your girl, it's a good thing. She's bad. You're doing something right. But if you're out here talking about, you need to unfollow all these niggas now.
It's the fear that the DMs are popping off. It's the fear that somebody's in her ear.
If she cares about you and if she's for you, the DMs don't matter.
Well, this is obviously an insecure person, are what I call, he doesn't know that.
Those are what I call bad bitch problems. If you want a bad bitch, you're gonna have bad bitch problems. And you just gotta accept it. You know what I mean? Like if your girl's cute,
it, bro.
Yeah, if your girl's cute, there's things, people are gonna talk to her. If you can't handle that, then get some chick that no one talks to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get a girl who's a 2. or a man who's a two.
You know what I mean?
Get them niggas. Ain't nobody fucking with them.
Because, like, what are you going to do when she goes to work? What are you going to do when you guys just go out to eat? Like, you're just going to be
you need to be on FaceTime with me every time you at the desk. Because I heard you got a work husband and I don't fuck with that.
I'm like, what? Because, like, my thing is, like...
I wouldn't necessarily fuck with that either.
What? Wait.
What the hell
is that? Shit's a joke.
Yeah,
what the hell is that?
I don't know. Because, like, it's 50% of the population, yo. Like, I wouldn't want to cut
that out.
Or feel cut off from 50% of the world's population. I just wouldn't want to, like, I wouldn't want to feel that way. I feel like I'd be missing out on things.
Has it happened to you before?
Yeah. Like, I got in a relationship and I had a lot of, like, female friends from, like, high school. Mm-hmm. And, like, you know, get in a relationship. It's like, who's that? Why are you following them? Why are you liking those pics? And I'm like, well, those are, like, my friends, you know? Like, why?
Yo, can I say this? Can I say this one thing too? And this is probably the reason why I'm single, but I don't give a fuck. If a woman tried to tell me what to do, like within my life, as far as like something as stupid as social media, I promise you, I will never like be with that woman ever again.
I agree.
I promise you.
Because it's not that serious.
You're telling me, why are you following her? Why are you liking her pics? Why are you commenting? Yo, why are you talking to me? You feel me? Like, why are you talking to me?
You said, baby, because that ass is fat. That's why I liked it. Because the ass was fat.
Nah. I ain't say all that. But what I am saying though is if you would put so much stock into the fact that, yo, like these 50 guys follow my girl or these 50 girls follow my man, yo, get a grip on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, go watch just do something, my nigga, because you are lame.
Because it reveals your insecurities.
Lame.
It reveals your insecurities.
No.
You are.
If I don't know.
Come on, devil's advocate.
Kyle Kuzma follows your girl.
Oh,
all the Lakers, all the Phoenix Suns follow your girl. She follows them back.
Look, I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'll say? 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 You know what I'll say if that happens? Hey, if Kyle Kuzma follows you, yo, see if you can get some tickets. Get some tickets.
Hey, look, if that happened to me,
without you, fam.
If that happened to me, I'd be like,
I'll take care of myself then.
I'd be like, baby girl, whatever you do, I understand. Because if Katy Perry was in my DMs right now, I'd be gone too.
Katy Perry,
I'll be out this bitch.
You chose of all
people. You chose
We've talked about this. It's Katy Perry, Iggy Azalea, the top two on my list. Celebrity.
What?
We've talked about this. Those
are the top two on your list?
We've talked about this.
No, we haven't.
This should not be surprising.
It is.
We've never spoken about this. And Katy Perry and Iggy Azalea are your top two celebrities.
Look, if I could see one pair of boobs on this earth, it'd be Katy Perry's. And if I could grab one ass on this planet, it'd be Iggy Azalea's. That's facts. We've talked about this.
It's for the starving.
It's for the starving. Hey, Dr. Umar listened to this podcast and said he wanted to slap you.
Literally all celebrities on this planet, you're choosing Katy Perry and Iggy Azalea?
Like, you didn't even say you didn't even say J-Lo, bro. You could have said J-Lo. I would have been like, right, I feel you on that. But you said Iggy Azalea though.
OP, if you could see one pair of boobies on this planet, celebrity-wise, whose boobies?
Man, I can name two that are most definitely not them.
Two? I mean, give me one. Give me one.
It's Iggy and Katy Perry.
I'll
tell you that much.
Give me one.
I'll give you one. Wow.
We got time. What's up?
I probably want to see Nicki Minaj's.
That's a phenomenal call.
Nah, they're kind of fake though. I don't know how I feel about fake boobs.
And Iggy's ain't.
And Iggy isn't.
I said Katy Perry's boobs. Okay. Maybe fake like ass is a whole different topic.
Wait, maybe those are already out there. Naomi Campbell. Are you mad, fam?
They're out there. That's out there. That's the model, right?
Bang, bang. Or Maya Jama. Trust my Japanese you for a chain.
Or Georgia Smith. Or Georgia Smith.
Or Georgia Smith.
Georgia Smith.
Oh, Georgia Smith. I'd marry her. I'd marry her.
Rescind it all.
I'd marry her.
Rescind it all.
I'd marry
Yo,
her.
that accent would make that accent would make me faint.
Yes.
So Georgia Smith is cold.
Katy Perry.
You wonder why Jake
Katy Perry.
Hey, no, hey,
Super Bowl. The lady that did a Super Bowl in a shark suit.
Hold on.
The lady that sang Stir Fry with the Migos.
Hold on. I'm ignoring all this hate.
That one.
I'm ignoring all this hate. I'm ignoring all this hate. I'm ignoring it.
I'm ignoring it.
Terrible. B, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, B, not OP. He's a hater. Okay.
Oh my days. You're
just
damn right. I'm a hater.
Going back to our conversation earlier, because OP's a hater.
Right.
If Georgia Smith was my girl, and she was in the studio with Drizzy, I would have to put my foot down. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd put my foot down. Because I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I think that's where my insecurities would come out.
You play me.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't go. I couldn't go. I'm telling you.
Hey, no cap. If my girl, if Drake follows my girl, bro, we're gonna have a smooth discussion about blocking her.
Hey. That's what I'm saying. Man.
That is the only nigga I will literally be like, this is unacceptable.
This is unacceptable because I feel so hurt, man. As a suburban black boy,
that nigga follows you, delete the Instagram now. Delete it now.
Hurt. As a suburban black boy, I feel like Drake is like part of my family, low key. Like I'd fight somebody for Drake. I'd square up for Drake. I know I would. If he called me right now, I'd get off this podcast and be like, yo, my boy needs me. Is what it is. So if he was in my girl's DMs, I feel hurt. I'd be like, not you, Drizzy. Not you, Drizzy.
Anybody.
That's my guy.
Not you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I would drop a Drake song about Drake.
Don't waste your time.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Because I'm wavy and I'm saying things that I don't mean, that I do mean. I should be downtown whipping on the way to you. Look at that. Hey, no, like that nigga has the power to literally take almost, I would say, majority of women from anyone. Potentially. Right. I'm not gonna be dick eating that hard, but like I'm just saying, like
it's too late.
Yeah, if you're reading this,
yeah.
But like, bro, I mean, a guy like that, bro, like that pulls up on your girl, she might be gone. But it's also happened to him too, though.
And this, people, is why I say sexuality is a spectrum. That is true.
It is. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. In the words of Childish Gambino, sexuality is really a spectrum. You can really do whatever.
A guy like that.
Is that what I did?
He said, "Oh my God, Drizzy,
a guy like that."
Yo, if he put up on my girl, he said, "Baby, I do the same thing. I do the same thing."
That's what I said.
I do the same thing.
That's what I said, though.
On the radio.
That's what I said. Word.
It's a spectrum.
Let's say this, yo. With what's going on in the news with these hate crimes against Asians, if you're attacking people because of a virus that happened in another country, but the people that were already here look like the people that are in that country, you are not that smart. You are a fool. You are a racist fool. And I think that, like, because some dumb fuck that looks like an orange dickhead wanted to say the Kung flu and wanted to say all these racist ass jokes, a lot of you followed that trend and thought it was funny. Mm-hmm. And a lot of you probably don't even give a fuck that it's happening because it's not happening to you. Yeah. But I have Asian friends, so I do give a fuck. And this shit has to stop. We need to stand up for all hate crimes, and that's for trans, gay, black, Mexican, Asians, everyone, bro. Like, this shit has been happening even before we were born. Yep. And now it's happening because of someone who had political power, wanted to say things and do things to shit on one group of people because he thought it was their fault. even though he said that, this virus is a hoax, all that other shit. So I just kind of think that, like, with that being said, bro, like, we all need to stick together. We're all, like, things are starting to open back up. Vaccines are being handed out. Things are starting to get back to normal. What we need to do is recognize the fact that this shit happened. We're getting through it, but let's not have any repeating action of this ever again. And even now, we should be closer now because of what happened to our country and to the world. We should be closer now. So stop with this bullshit because I'm not able to go drink with my friends. So, like, I hate Asian people now. Like, yo, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah. All you people like that, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah. You said it really well, man. I don't have much to add. I would just say RIP to those people that lost their lives. I don't know a lot of the details on it, so, I can't say too much, but God rest all their souls.
It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna say the same thing I did back at BLM. I hope BLM. I hope everybody rides for the Asian community as much as they helped us. Because when I was out there were tons of Asian people all over fighting for us. So I hope we can fight for them. And then lastly, I would just say I hope the people that are kind of on the fence about it, I just wish they understood racism by outcome, man. Like, I don't like that's one of the hardest things for some people to understand is racism by outcome. They might not be able to see how calling things like the Chinese flu, the Wuhan flu would be racist. They might use all these justifications like, well, it is Chinese. Well, it did come from Wuhan, whatever. But the people that understand it, we knew that kind of rhetoric is what leads us to where we are today. You know what I mean? Like, it's even if you don't believe that the statement itself was racist, we all saw this coming. This is what happens when you say things like Chinese flu, Chinese virus, when the president is talking about how China's the enemy. This is what happens. People get radicalized and then people die. People that don't deserve, what happened to them. It just happens anyway. And I wish people would just understand that and wake up.
And I wanted to speak on that for a second because we have literally witnessed that slippery slope take place this past year. I mean, it's March 18th. It's literally been just about a year since it hit here and we've been on lockdown and whatnot.
Times,
but
man.
that rhetoric of, oh, I don't understand how calling it the Kung flu and the Chinese flu is dangerous. But it's like, it is, or racist. It's like, but it is racist because he literally racialized the flu. He racialized a sickness, a disease. And that's the issue at hand right there. Right. That's the whole problem, right? He pointed a finger at a group of people and said, they're the reason why it is. And now we're going to call it the Kung flu. That is so out of pocket. Like, I don't care if you think that's funny. I don't care if you think that's clever. It's still racist. And we've literally watched that descent into what we're seeing now of people just being brutalized for no reason. We've seen countless old people get beat up in their streets for literally existing, just simply existing and going about their business, and that's not okay. And that's scary. And, a lot of people on that side are always calling people on the other side sheep and this and that, but like,
shut the fuck up.
Starting to look like sheep yourselves. And that's, and that's something that you need to recognize and be cognizant of.
What's good, y'all? Elephant in the Room podcast. We want to thank you guys all for your love and support, for your fellowship, for your suggestions. It does not go unnoticed. We want to thank you also for being so patient with us. I know it's been quite a hiatus. Miami Josh decided that he was going to go find himself in Miami for a few months. But nonetheless, we are back. We are creating good content, and we're going to be putting out there very, very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to share with a family member. Don't forget to share with a coworker. Don't forget to share with a friend, because that's how we build this thing. And if you don't, I know where you are. I know who you are. I know where you be at. And don't worry.